Welcome to East Midlands International Airport here in the UK. Tonight we are going to be focusing on the very busy cargo hub, checking in on the east as well as the west cargo centres. But before all the action starts and we meet up with Conan Busby, I managed to catch up with Johan Reid Aspley, who explained a little bit more about how the operations work here at East Midlands.
There are three major waves throughout a typical night, and tonight we're going to show you slot one of the cargo operation, which is roughly between about 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. and many of those aircraft will be coming in from places like the States, where they'll begin to offload their goods, some of which will go on lorries throughout the rest of the UK, or they'll go on to connecting flights into the likes of DHL's hub in Leipzig and UPS's into Europe, etc. So we're going to see that operation really crank up, which is one of our busiest times of night.
So hi, my name's Conan Busby. I'm the head of cargo for Manchester Airports Group, based here at East Midlands Airport. This is kind of the jewel in our crown. It's the biggest cargo airport in the UK from a pure cargo perspective. So I've been based here for the last 15 years. When you look at the nature in which the cargo is being moved, it's suddenly we are by far and away the market leader for the UK. We're in a growth phase at the minute, so we're going forwards with that, but it's a good round number at the minute that we're at. It's about 1,000 tonnes a day when you look at it. So East Midlands Airport has established itself as the UK's express cargo airport. So DHL, UPS, FedEx, Royal Mail, they all have their main UK operations here just because of the capability we have at night time. So yeah, it's very much built around the express parcels, stuff that needs to get to places very quickly. When you then look at in totality what's going on at East Midlands Airport, DHL, where we are right now, they'll do anything in the region of 200,000 to 300,000 packages per night. And there is a whole mix. There is a lot of material that is coming into East Midlands Airport by truck. It will go into a sortation system. It will then be brought out to the aircraft to fly on. There will be some volumes that's coming in on one aircraft, like this 767 here, that is then coming in, but it might be then going on to another European country. So this flight's coming from the States. And what will happen is some of the traffic will be brought off, loaded onto another aircraft to continue. The world of e-commerce is just growing so fantastically. It's a real growth sector for the global cargo industry. But you look around, you'll see cars on the apron. You will see pharmaceuticals going through. You will find high-end electronics. You'll find the latest iPhones, the latest Samsung, everything. You name it. Air cargo has a touch point on probably every industry in the world in some way, shape or form. So the west apron has around 18 stands, whereas the east apron currently is 10 stands. We're in the process of growing that, so we're actually extending it to be 14 stands in total. But this apron is very, very complex in the nature of it. You can see in the distance there's a FedEx aircraft. We're about to welcome the Browntail UPS in from Philadelphia. We've then got Royal Mail that will operate in the middle of all that as well. So this becomes an incredibly complex operation, and one that really does require absolutely 100% on-time performance. Otherwise, it can become a very, very complicated night for our stand planners.
three tonight, so we start in Belfast to here, back to Belfast and back to here, and that's it. That's my job for the evening done. Somebody else will take the aircraft and carry on to another three. We're contractors to the Royal Mail, so we're using our aircraft for the Royal Mail. Yeah, we should be out of here in about slightly less than half an hour from now. So it's about a 45-minute turnaround.
Yeah, I just wanted to use the engine note so that I can get a good fade out on the toast bits. Great stuff.